Welcome back to Heart and Mind Chronicles, the place where we bridge the gap between emotional intelligence and relationship wisdom. Today's episode dives deep into something that's rarely talked about honestly, the hidden weaknesses of women that every man should know. Now, before we go further, let's get one thing straight. This isn't about tearing women down or generalizing all women. This is about understanding human nature, the emotional patterns, struggles, and internal battles that many women face but often hide. Knowing these things doesn't make you manipulative. It makes you wise, compassionate, and a better partner, son, brother, or friend. And if you're a woman watching this, let us know in the comments if any of these resonate with you. With that said, let's dive into the 10 hidden vulnerabilities women carry, ones that often go unnoticed by the men in their lives. Number 1, Emotional Overload. Let's start with emotional overload, one of the most misunderstood traits in women. When a woman is stressed, overwhelmed, or going through something personal, her emotional response might be much more intense than a man's. This isn't irrational, it's processing. Women often process feelings externally, by talking, venting, crying, or just needing to express themselves out loud. Men tend to internalize. So when a woman opens up emotionally, some guys shut down, they don't know how to respond. Here's the key, she doesn't want you to fix it, she wants to feel like she's not alone. Say things like, "I hear you," or, "That sounds tough, I'm here." That kind of emotional presence builds trust and intimacy faster than any romantic gesture. Number 2, Overthinking. Overthinking is something women often get criticized for, but it's more complex than it looks. She replays conversations, overanalyzes your tone, and wonders why you took 2 hours to reply. Why? Because women are naturally wired to connect the dots, sense patterns, and anticipate outcomes. It's not always about insecurity, it's about wanting to understand and feel secure. So what can you do? Be clear. Be honest. Be consistent. Don't leave gaps that her mind will fill with fear or confusion. Even simple texts like, "Thinking of you," or, "Just busy right now, but I'll call soon," can ease her mind and build that emotional safety. Number 3, People-pleasing. From a young age, many women are conditioned to put others first, to be the caregiver, the nurturer, the emotional anchor. And while these qualities are beautiful, they often lead to one painful pattern, people-pleasing. She says yes when she wants to say no. She smiles when she's hurting. She overextends herself until there's nothing left. This isn't weakness, it's an invisible emotional load. If you notice she's always catering to others, check in with her. Ask, "What do you need right now?" Encourage her to take breaks, say no, and focus on herself. You'll be surprised how healing that support can be. Number 4. Fear of not being enough. In a world that constantly tells women to be prettier, smarter, thinner, stronger, the fear of not being enough is always lurking. Even confident women carry this quietly. It shows up when she asks, "Do I look okay?" When she hesitates before sharing an idea. When she compares herself to other women, even if she doesn't say it out loud. As a man, your words carry weight. You can be the voice that lifts her up or the one that deepens her doubts. Praise her strengths. Notice the little things. Remind her that she's enough, exactly as she is. Number 5, Attachment to words. Women remember things men forget, especially words. A compliment you made 6 months ago? She remembers. An insult said in anger? She remembers that too, and it cuts deeper than you know. Why? Because words equals emotional currency. Women often tie emotional meaning to what's said, or left unsaid. That's why silence during an argument can feel louder than shouting. So be mindful. You don't have to be a poet, but be real. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And when you mess up, and you will, apologize. Words of repair matter just as much as words of love. Number 6. Past trauma. Almost every woman you meet is carrying some form of past trauma. It could be emotional neglect, betrayal, manipulation, or worse. Some of it they've healed, some they haven't even spoken about. That trauma shapes her behavior. Maybe she pushes people away. Maybe she tests your loyalty. Maybe she doubts your love even when you show it. Here's what most men don't realize: her trust is earned, not expected. Don't pressure her to open up fast. Be consistent. Be calm when she's triggered. Be safe, not just physically, but emotionally. Number 7. Need for emotional validation. Validation doesn't mean agreeing with everything. It means acknowledging her feelings without judgment. When she says, "I feel sad," don't say, "Why?" It's not a big deal. Say, "I get that. Want to talk about it?" That one line could open a door you didn't even know existed. Men underestimate how healing their presence can be. When a woman feels emotionally validated, she lets her guard down. And that's when deep connection begins. Number 8. Comparison trap. From Instagram influencers to high school reunions, women constantly feel the pressure to measure up. It's not always about jealousy, sometimes it's about self-worth. Am I pretty enough? Is my life exciting enough? Do I matter? She doesn't always say it, but she feels it. And when the man in her life uplifts her uniqueness, it breaks that cycle of comparison. Remind her she's one of one, not one of many. Number 9. Suppressing desires. A lot of women have been taught to suppress their true desires, sexually, emotionally, creatively. They fear being judged, misunderstood, or called too much. This means she may never ask for what she really wants, unless she feels completely safe. If you want to unlock deeper intimacy, ask questions without pressure. Say, "What do you need more of in this relationship?" Or, "What haven't you felt comfortable sharing yet?" That kind of openness creates freedom. Number 10. Fear of abandonment. This is one of the deepest emotional wounds. The fear that the person you love will walk away, stop caring, or suddenly change. Sometimes it's based on past experience. Other times, it's rooted in childhood. You'll notice this fear when she gets clingy, overly reactive, or distant. It's not manipulation, it's self-protection. The solution? Consistency. Show up when you say you will. Follow through on your promises. Reassure her not just with words, but with your presence. Conclusion. So there you have it, 10 hidden weaknesses of women that most men never notice. But here's the truth, they're not just weaknesses, they're windows into the heart. When you understand these parts of a woman, you don't just become a better boyfriend, husband, or partner. You become a safe space in a world that constantly tells her to be strong, perfect, and silent. Remember, masculinity isn't just about strength. It's about emotional intelligence. Real men protect. Real men listen. Real men understand. If this resonated with you, share this video with someone who needs it. And if you're a woman watching this, drop a comment, which one of these points felt true for you. Subscribe for more deep, honest conversations on relationships, emotions, and everything in between, right here on Heart and Mind Chronicles. Until next time, stay grounded, stay connected, and stay real.